Hello students, good afternoon to all of you. Today once again I am live now. Today first of all we match the question answer of second chapter of Moments book. So let's begin. Question first, how does Toto come to grandfather's private zoo? So match everybody. Grandfather purchased Toto from the Tonga driver. Actually, Toto was uncomfortable besides that feeding trough, so grandfather decided to Toto brings in a private zoo. Question number second, Toto was a pretty monkey. In what sense is Toto pretty? So question number second, in the story The Adventures of Toto, Toto is an extremely mischievous monkey. Ruskin Bond describes it pretty as it was rather attractive according to monkey standards. Toto had beautiful eyes sparkling with mischief beneath deep-set eyebrows. Question number third, why does grandfather take Toto to Saharanpur and how? Why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? Answer of this question, he did not allow other pet animals to sleep at night. Thus, grandfather decided to take Toto to Saharanpur. A big black canvas bag was arranged for Toto to travel. Full stop. The ticket collector classified Toto as a dog because there was no mention of fare in his rule book for a Toto to travel in the railway. Question number 4, how does Toto take a bath? Where has he learnt to do this? How does Toto almost boil himself alive? So, answer of this question, Toto takes a bath in a warm water. He cunningly tests the temperature of water, then gradually enter into the water. First he took first foot, then the other foot. When he felt comfortable, he set himself into the water and started rubbing soap all over his body. He learnt this by the narrator. Once he was alone and a big kettle was on fire. He just removed the lid of that kettle and entered into that kettle, and when the water becomes enough warm, then he raised himself, and when he got outside cold, then again he goes into that warm water, and he continuously does this until his grandmother came there, and till he boiled himself half. For this time. Question last. Why does the author say Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long? Answer. Actually, Toto was very naughty animal. He always broke, torn the pieces of things what he saw in his narrator's home. He made continuous loss of the poet and never allowed to anyone stay constant. So finally the poet realized that Toto was not the sort of pet that we could keep for long. So thank you. These are the question answer of the lesson. Now after question answer we come to a grammatical chapter, and one thing I would like to tell to all of you, your online exam will start from 17th of May. So all of you must prepare it. I will tell the syllabus, I will tell the coming chapters in your proper regular classes, regular online classes. Now I just hints to all of you, and after complete this chapter we come a grammar topic. Today's grammar topic is subject verb agreement. This topic you have already read in class 8, but here we will revise one more time so that you all recall it. This is subject verb agreement. All of you understand it. Subject verb agreement. What's the meaning of agreement? Agreement is contract. Contract in whom contract? The contract between subject and verb. The rule, the agreement, the contract, from that a subject and verb comes together, that is known as subject verb agreement. Here I have already written definition. A sentence is basically composed of subject and predicate. Everybody know this. Any subject, any sentence becomes from subject and predicate. Subject is the performer of an action and predicate refers to some action or verbs. When we write any sentence, in that sentence you all must notice this, their subject is the performer of action, one who act, that is known as subject. And from act those become affected, that is called predicate. In fact, we can't imagine to frame a sentence without subject and verb. In fact, we cannot imagine. It's mean we never write a single sentence without subject and predicate. To make a sentence grammatically sound, the agreement between subject and verb is essentially required, because without subject, without verb, we cannot make a single sentence. So you all must remember this. Without subject and verb agreement, our sentence never become correct. The subject of a sentence must agree with the verb of the sentence in two ways. First, in a number, singular and plural, in person, first person, second person, and third person. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. She is playing. Here she is a third person. So according to subject, I have taken here verb is. They are singing. Here they is a third person but plural number. According to plural number, I have taken here are, plural verb. We can also not avoid the first person, second person, the third person of the subject to be agreed with the verb to be assured whether the sentence is grammatically true or not. Always notice this. I have already told, now subject and verb must qualify to each other. Otherwise, the sentence becomes wrong. You are doing your work. She is singing a song. Here for you comes are, for she comes is. Since grammar is the most inexact science of knowledge, we can't overlook exceptions to the above mentioned concept. So here one thing all of you must notice, without concept, in each sentence some concepts has. So we should notice this, what concept is hidden there. Now in sentence expression imaginary wish or supposition, the verb followed is always in plural, overlooking the number of subject. In sentence expression imaginary wish, fictitious wishes, that is not real, or supposition, the verb followed is always in plural, overlooking the number of subject. In that case, you don't look what subject is there. If any sentence that show us supposition, that show us imaginary kind of thought there, for that sentence we always put there plural verb. Example, I wish I were the prime minister. So here I wish, this is not the real things, but I wish I were the prime minister, but I was not the prime minister. She ordered as if she were my mother. She demanded me as if she were my mother. I told her she were my mother. It means she was not my mother. It's just imagine, it's just supposition that she may be, she demands as if she were my mother. When dare and need are used as models in negative and interrogative sentences, they are not made singular by adding s. He dare not speak to me. Need he go there? Always remember this. I have already speak these things in model chapter. When dare and need comes as a model, when the dare and need comes as a model, it means that they must come either in a negative sentence or interrogative sentence. So they never follow s. Either it is in a singular, either it follows in a singular subject or plural subject. He dare not speak to me. Need he go there? So now we start the rule of correct use of verb and the subject verb agreement. Despite some exceptions, we have to keep in mind some rule given below to avoid mistakes in using the correct verb that agree with the subject in number and person. When we write any sentence, we use persons, we use subject, number, person. So for that, what kind of verb we should use? So these things is very helpful for us. There are almost 15 rules we provide to all of you. So please concentrate what we are reading now and what we are giving to all of you. And must remember these things you all have done in class 8. Once again you are revising here. In sentence, if two subjects are joined by and, the verb follows will be plural in number. In sentences, if two subjects are joined by and, in sentences, if two subjects are joined by and, like Ram and Sita, like Geeta and Rita, if two subjects joined by and, the verb follows will be plural in number. Given here example, he and she were present in the meeting. Here two subjects joined. From whom? From and. Raja and Rohan, two subjects. When two subjects joined through and, then they become plural subject. They don't singular, they become plural subject and they take plural verb. Raja and Rohan were. Rule number 2, when two nouns are almost identical in meaning or refer to the same person or thing, the verb followed in singular in numbers. Listen, my students. Now I told to all of you two singular subjects joined through and, it becomes plural. But when two subjects, that two subject, they always come together. They always come together. They have almost same meaning. They are needed to each other in a sentence. That sentence never complete from each other. For that kind of subjects, when they add through and, for that kind of subject we provide singular verb. Slow and steady wins the race. The poet and painter has died. Here listen, slow and steady wins the race. Here both the subjects are necessary for each other. They never come separate. Question 2, the poet and painter has died. When we use the before poet, it means that the same persons, for same persons I am talking. There are no different people there. The poet and painter has died. It's mean he is the same person, that is a poet and the painter. So for that we use has. Rule number 3, when two subjects are connected by or either, nor, neither, not only but also the subject closest to the verb determine whether the verb is singular or plural. Always remember this. When two subjects we add from either or, neither nor, not only but also, always remember this. We decide verb according to second subject. What comes after or, after nor, after but also. That second subject will decide verb will be singular or plural. Here example already given. Either Ram or his friends have stolen the watch. Not only the principal but also the teachers were playing the match. Here, listen, in example first, his friends, और के बाद आया है his friends. Here in second sentence, but also के बाद आया है the teachers. So second subjects will decide verb will be plural or singular. So always remember to all of you कि what kind of verb we put, it will decided by the second subject. So thank you to all of you. We will take our coming class. So I request to all of you, you must join my live class. I hope you will understand more in our live class, and if you have any question, you put question in our comments box. I must reply to your answer of your question. So thank you.